So it's been delayed again. 4.0, 1.0, whatever you want to call it. Guys, welcome to the channel. And I want to say I told you so, but I told you so. I so told you so months ago. Exactly 6 months ago. When people were saying that, oh, the next pet, what was it, 323 was supposed to be? Ah, we'll have this and that. And, well, not only was it delayed, it did not have the most important things that it was supposed to have. Now you were waiting for 323.1, and no, now it's gonna be a 324 patch. That's gonna be including the hangers that 323 was supposed to have, like 6 months ago, and still not here. But let's make that even better. Let's not include one of the key features that it should include, which is item recovery. So you're not getting item recovery, you're not getting things in time, and this just keeps getting better and better. Why is it now that you get 324 instead of 323.1 right out of the bat a few days after? Because we were just missing it. We just missed it, guys. Well, turns out that it's not really like that. Turns out that you've been lied to yet again. I'm happy because I do have my guy here with a full set of clothes. Actually, he managed to get the pants and shoes and duster all on. I just tried a couple more times, but you cannot be mad. You only need to understand that expect nothing from CIG and you will still be disappointed. How does that make any sense? Well, it does. Why are you even here? Well, because we have this, and this can be fun at times, depending on your mood. It's not getting anything new lately, and that kind of sucks. But like this messing around with the clothes and some dumbass, some sad dumbass was commenting in the video about how you're just using a bug. You'll get reported and banned. Banned for what? For putting clothes on my video game character? That's why I'll be banned. It's insane. But hey, that's the community we have. It is at times embarrassingly to be part of this community. So yeah, just take a huge chill pill. No, you're just playing an alpha that's constantly getting wiped. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just trying to have fun. But guys, that's gonna be 324. Why 324? Because they realize it's gonna be such a huge, massive patch. Yes, this is gonna be the hugest, most massivest patch ever made in any video game, guys. That's why they have to call it 324. Wasn't it supposed that after 323 we got 4.0? Pyro? That was not supposed to be. Well, no. This is getting bigger and bigger. This is massive. 324 is gonna be massive. It will have the permanent hangers that you did not have 6 months ago, and it will have, yeah, you will be able to store your cargo. No, you're not gonna be getting item recovery. It is too massive for that. It's gonna be one of those massive things that don't include the things you actually want, and the things that they talked about having so long ago. You just have to laugh. Just laugh about it. Try having a good time and making your own. There's not a whole lot of now that Xeno threat ended. It's going back to your good old grind and just finding whatever you can in terms of gameplay. As I said, Master Modes basically killed bounties for me. I tried doing them for the ERTs and VHRTs to see if I got lucky with any cargo here. Turns out that's also been a huge disappointment because, in spite of what the shills say, I've done maybe 30, yes, easily 30 VHRTs and ERTs in the asteroid ring in Yella. There's nothing, man. It is extremely rare. I'm not saying there's nothing ever, but it is extremely rare to find any cargo worth your time. Weevil eggs and so on, forget about it. I'm thinking now maybe going and doing some drug runs, trying my luck with that and see if I can have fun with that. the part about this corner in which we are with Star Citizen is, if there's nothing new for you to do, how can that be fun? How can something be fun when you've done it already hundreds and hundreds of times? The new distribution centers are a little bit of a different change of pace, and that is maybe honestly the most enjoyable thing of the patch right now is those distribution centers and just going at it and shooting. I did do a review about the new weapons team video, and I say new very lightly because there's nothing new there for us. They're just showing some things that will probably make it through to um, what is it, to Squadron 42. We were talking about in the comments about how massive that revolver is. Someone brought up the 4570 government from Freedom Arms. Man, I'm telling you that that single action from Freedom Arms in 4570, that giant ass thing is probably smaller than this. I mean, could be, but it's being a single action. It does have a longer cylinder because of 4570, and that's it. Yeah, that's kind of. Someone was asking why is it relevant for video games to have firearms experts or people that are very knowledgeable about guns? Because if not, you cannot have a good game with gunplay. Gunplay and that sort of thing comes along when people that know uh, what they're talking about get involved. As they said, one of these last guys that were in the guns in the weapons team, he was a yacht designer, and that's cool. That's awesome because there's no real spaceships. If we had real spaceships, you would maybe have a real spaceship designer working for the video game. But someone that works in that field is critical, because if not, you don't have anything very realistic. Now, going through some of the weapons here, you probably don't get. This is very reminiscent from a South African pistol. Can't remember the name right now. This sort of looks like the Beretta Storm, the carbine, that weird futuristic looking carbine that they had at some point, and they still have. It's still out there in the market, but most of the guns you see here in the game, especially the ballistic ones, are from real guns. Um, Certainly the SMG and the AR style gun, those definitely are. There it gets, even this one, it has, HK characteristics. Grenade launcher, there is like a revolving grenade launcher, it's somewhat similar to some light machine guns. Then it gets more, and yes, definitely this is like your staple average pistol. Uh, then it gets more fantastic when you get at the energy weapons, right? That's when they start looking at things a little bit different. But again, this one, what is it? The 5.7, the 5.7 SMG. These are real guns that have been somewhat modified or changed a little bit so as to make them look a little bit different. But if you notice with the video on the weapons team, the things they're working on, none of them looks like a real gun because they don't have anyone that understands real guns. The airsoft guy would be the closest to that, but they're obviously focusing on the energy weapon stuff, which is cool. I like more the ballistics. I think it's a lot more realistic. Sometimes you have like the Gallant. This one goes along well, especially in that camel color. But usually some of the new energy weapons I've seen, like a big drill or grinder, like an industrial tool modified to look like a weapon by Grey Cat. That sounds interesting enough, but hey, I still believe that real firearms are a lot more interesting when properly implemented in a video game. Some of these things, like this one, the arrowhead, this would be like, I don't know what kind of gun this would be. Maybe there's something, of course, I mean, basic language of the firearm, but not as specific as some of the other ones where you definitely see that. So yeah, these are dry times, guys. We're now waiting for 324. Who knows when that will launch? Maybe by the end of the year we get 324, and very quickly on its heels, some some excuses of a 4.0. Now, just like I told you before, when people called me crazy or a hater, and they said that no, you would not get 323, and you did not get 323 till this day, and now instead of 323.1, you're waiting for 324, which is going to be the biggest, coolest, largest, most awesome game pack ever. I'm telling you right now, you will not get 4.0 this year. You will not get Pyro. Certainly not Pyro this year, because it is not in any shape or form in any state to be released. If they do come up with something, it's gonna be 323 all over again, which is not even half the content that you were expecting for 4.0 will be delivered. And they probably will try to bring this along with the Aerospace Expo. I'm telling you right now, you will not get what you think 4.0 should be including, because they never do this. And yet again, they just proved that with this 323, 324 nonsense that they're going for. We will get these things working apparently, and that's going to be a huge hit, because you will be forced to waste even more time than we already do by just going in for just dropping anything that you have on you instead of having something more convenient and practical. But guys, just some of the things I see, I'm just trying to figure out what I should do next. Not sure. See some of the missions. I mean, you could go for some. Oh, priority Xeno threat is still on. Okay, I thought it ended yesterday. I mean, kind of. It's in theory it should be on. Well, I thought it ended yesterday, but apparently it goes on for a while more. That's gonna be all for now, guys. Take care. Just updating you on the wonders of the patch that's gonna come along 3.24 and beyond. See you next time, folks.